What is up, everyone? I am coming on here for a couple of plays for the day, and overall a pretty decent day. I think if you just tailed the Prizepicks plays, you should just have broke even. But if you tailed some of the discounts that I sent out over the weekend, then overall you should have been up. Can't really tell you by how much, just because on my bet tracker, it actually doesn't track chalkboard. So it kind of depends if you have chalkboard or not. But if you just tailed the Prizepicks plays, then you should pretty much have broken even. This was a huge bummer because I sent this out. This was yesterday's YouTube play, and I can't even tell you guys, I was sweating this out last night. Debo under 7.5 receiving targets. Brock Purdy under 20 pass completions right here. Actually, there was a point in the game where I thought Debo hit his, I thought he went over, but I guess he was just like a handoff or something like that, because I think I didn't look at the TV, then I looked back at the TV and he had the ball, and I was like, well, there it is. There's his 8th one. But I guess it was just a handoff. But yeah, we went unders here because, as I told you guys, I think the 49ers were going to win. I think they were going to come in with a big lead into the fourth quarter and just run the ball in the fourth quarter, and that's exactly what happened. The Cowboys kept it closer than expected, but the 49ers at the end of the day, I think they were winning by like 14, 17, something like that. And yeah, they just ran the ball in the fourth quarter. I think Brock Purdy had one pass completion to like a backup running back or a fullback or something like that. But you can see here, both the unders and very, very correlated. But yeah, very much so a sweat. But at the end of the day, it doesn't even matter because these Counter-Strike players didn't play, which sucks. And I sent it out to the VIP actually, or no, I sent this out to the free play, the free plan, but I told you guys we were set up because Swizz's line, we got him at 30.5 and he bumped down to 29.5. And then I Disbalanced, we got him at 8 and he bumped down to 7.5. So both of these guys bumped down and we took the unders. So we were really set up well, and I have no idea why these guys DMP. You're an esports player, like play the game. I don't know if it was some sort of tournament thing or whatever happened. And then this one was the free lineup yesterday. Honestly, not mad about it. James Harden, he got 4 assists really quickly into the first quarter, which obviously sucks and it's going to be bad for the under. But I will say that I got it at 10 and the line bumped down to 9.5. So again, we know how good Prizepicks is at setting lines. They are masterful at setting lines, right? So if we're able to get something at 10 under and it bumps down to 9.5, we know that we have a good play at the end of the day. It just so happens that James Harden, he had a really good game as far as assists go, right? So sucks, but Clint Capella was a really good call. James Harden, he went over by 1. And then the Counter-Strike slip, I think I sent out like 3 2-mans. 2 of them went red, and then 1 of them went green. So very correlated, as Counter-Strike pretty much always is. This game actually ended up going to overtime. It just ended, so we don't have it in our account yet, but I'm telling you, it went green, right? And I just I drew these little these green lines over it. But yeah, this one did go green here. And then on chalkboard, so catch the sleeper one. I think I showed you guys this yesterday. Catch this on Betr. So if you guys don't have these apps, these are pretty much my 3 other apps that I use all the time in conjunction with Prizepicks. So I probably use Prizepicks 90% of the time with correlated sports, esports, football, college football, NFL, that sort of stuff. But when these other apps send out promos, Betr, Sleeper, Chalkboard, you want to take these other apps, you want to have these other apps in your arsenal, right? Because you'll just make free money using these promos. So we turned $10 into $40 yesterday on Sleeper. This was 10 to 30 on Betr right here with the CJ Stroud discount. And then Blake Groupie to go over 5.5 kick points. That's what I sent out yesterday before the game started. And then on Chalkboard, we go 3 for 6. Okay, so Chalkboard every Saturday night, I think, is when they send it out. They send out what's called a discount 6-pack for the Sunday games. So I sent these out probably like 45 minutes before the game started. And if you guys have Chalkboard, you guys could have took advantage of this. These 3 plays hit for about $30 each, $28, then $30, then $29. So at the end of the day, it's about $88. We'll just call it $88. And then I obviously spent $10 on every one of these right here because there's 6 slips and 10 is the maximum entry. So we made $88. We spent $60. So we made just an easy $28 by just clicking buttons on a screen for a chalkboard discount. So at the end of the day, like $28, almost $30 for free, just clicking buttons on a screen. Really easy to make money on chalkboard, really easy to make money on Sleeper and on Betr. So I do want to shout out, I do have a link, and you'll see it as stan.store. That's going to be my link from now on. That'll show you all the different apps you can sign up on to get my VIP for a free month right here. So for example, you can use Sleeper to get my VIP for a free month. All you have to do, you can text me the word Sleeper and I'll give you guys the instructions, but you can also go to the Stan store and just, there's a whole array of apps that I'm affiliated with, but I mostly use Sleeper, Chalkboard, and Betr. But any of those apps that you don't have, you can download, put $10 into those, and then send me a screenshot of proof to this number that you did that. I'm shouting out Sleeper because up until the end of October, so you guys have 3 more days to take advantage of this, they're doing a 200% deposit match. So if you put $100 into Sleeper today, you'll get a free $200. So they are paying you $200 to put money into their app. So you'll start with $300. And again, $200 of that dollars is coming from Sleeper. You have to at least put in $10 to qualify for the free month. But again, you can do that. And then always the best promo to do for 2 free months. So you can get 2 free months of my VIP. We cash out every single week, and everything is tracked. And on these videos, I'll show you the past like 5 months and also the past month of my VIP. So all you have to do is text me the word bet to this number on the screen right here, and I will send you the instructions on how to sign up with Bet Online. All you're going to have to do is sign up for an account, put $20 into the website, and then take a $20 play that I will give you for tonight's game. Once you do that, I will Venmo or Cash App you back that $20. So you put $20 in, and then I'm paying you back from my account to Venmo or Cash App you $20 back. So it's like it'll be completely free for you, okay? So you're putting 20 in, but then I'm paying you right back once you do that. And then once you do that, send me a screenshot of the bet you took. That's all I need. Again, to this number on the screen. If you have any questions, you can, this is my personal number. You can text me. Once you do that, I will get you guys a code to get my VIP for 2 free months of my VIP. So if you're like, hey, what's 2 free months going to give me? This is the past month of my VIP. We are up 60 units. It's actually probably more than this, probably more like 65 to 70 units over the past month. And then over the past about 150 days, so that's really about like 5 months, we are up more than 300 units on my VIP right here. So again, this is probably more like 325 now. 325 units over the past 3 months. And if you guys don't know what a unit is, it is how much you bet on every single play. So some of you guys are 5-unit bettors, some of you guys are 20-unit bettors, some of you guys are 100-unit bettors, and you can see the money here. So if you're a $5 bettor, you'd be up more than $1,600 in this time frame. $20 bettor, you'd be up more than $6,000, $1,000 to $600 in this time frame, and $100 bettor, you'd be up more than $33,000. You could buy a car with this amount of money. All you have to do is follow my plays. Everything is tracked. You can see this is over 1,600 bets. Okay, 1,600 bets. We're up $300, 300 plus units. So very consistent over time. And again, you can get 2 free months of this by just signing up for Bet Online today, using my link to sign up and then putting $20 in, and I'll Venmo Cash App you back. So it's like it is free for you guys. All right, so let's get into the plays. I will say there is a $25 protected play. So yesterday we got this one. We came really close to hitting this, but at the end of the day, we could not do it. But this was a $10 one, so hopefully we can hit this $25 one today. But first and foremost, I do have a correlated 4-man for you guys first. So I have a correlated 4-man, then I have the NBA play, and then I have the Betr play. That there is a Betr discount today too. So again, use these other apps, but let's get into this Prizepicks play and why I like this Prizepicks play so much. So as you guys saw yesterday, we had the 49ers, we took Brock Purdy, and we took Debo to go under targets. I also said you could take him under receptions, and Debo did get 4 receptions, so we went under his line. I probably like this one even more, okay? I think the Steelers are going to dominate the Giants, just as I thought the 49ers are going to dominate the Cowboys going into the 4th quarter. I think the Steelers are going to have a big lead, right? So as we've all watched football, you know, whether you watch football now, I'm sure we've all seen some sort of football, whether it be the Super Bowl or what, right? As we know, when a team is leading, they stop passing the ball. They start running the ball a lot more. They run the ball out to run the clock out and just win the game, right? Steelers are the epitome of a team like that, right? They're a defensive team. They like to run the ball. I know Russell Wilson had an insanely good game last game, but he still went under pass completions. So I saw about 200,000 people are taking Russell Wilson over pass yards this game. That's a little bit scary. I think there's actually a good chance he goes under that line. I'm not going to touch it just because I do think he outperformed what he did last game, but I do really like this, and this is very correlated. So we got Russell Wilson to go under pass completions, George Pickens to go under receptions. Now, when Russell Wilson completes a pass to George Pickens, this is very correlated because one completion for Russell and then one reception for George Pickens. Now, if you think about the opposite side of that, if George Pickens doesn't get any receptions and Russell Wilson doesn't get a pass completion because they are running the ball in the fourth quarter, then both these guys should go under their line, right? So that is what that means here. I do really like this too because, first of all, the Steelers, they're a running team at the end of the day. And second of all, I think George Pickens, he got 6 receptions last game. And I think he outperformed. And a lot of those balls were 50-50, if not even less than 50-50, where George Pickens made an insane grab, where he just had an insane catch over someone one-handed or just like behind someone's back, something like that. And I think that right there was a little bit lucky, even though I think he's a phenomenal player. I think at the end of the day, knowing this game state and thinking that the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to win this game, probably just mostly with defense running the ball, I really like these unders here. Now, again, if the Steelers end up being down in the fourth quarter and they need to come back in this game, then yeah, the overs will probably hit and both these things will probably go red. But I think as we can all agree, the Steelers are probably going to come out in the fourth quarter by winning the game, and they're going to be winning in the fourth quarter. So very correlated, just as we did last night. We're going to do it again, and hopefully these soccer players don't DMP. I don't know, I can't control that. Soccer correlation is becoming one of my favorite things to bet on also. So very correlated up here at the top, very correlated down here at the bottom for a full 10x payout right here. This is very hard to achieve with full correlation. So as you guys can see, I don't really use the last 5 games too much. I think it's a little bit of a I don't know. It's just not great information what they did in the last 5 games. Like, who cares? But you can see very correlated. So we have this guy Mikel, and he went under his line here, and then it looks like he didn't play this game, and then he went over, right? And then if we look at the goalkeeper on the same team, so it's Houston, right? On this Houston goalkeeper, he went under his line, and then over. So extremely correlated, right? When they possess the ball a lot, when they have a lot of possession, passing back and forth, they're going to go over their passing yards, not passing yards, pass attempts. And then if they are not possessing the ball very much, they're going to go under their pass attempts. So same thing with NFL. As we know, when it gets to the fourth quarter, if a team's leading, they run the ball. I'm sure we've all seen soccer too. We've all seen a soccer game. What happens when a team has a lot of possession, or when really just what happens in a soccer game, period. There's a lot of passing, right? There's a lot of passing back and forth. And as these players are passing back and forth around the back, more of these pass attempts are accruing and more of these pass attempts are going up, right? So as I said, if Houston is able to possess the ball a lot over the Sounders, both these things should go over their projection. So this is what I've done over the past 5 months. This is how we have stacked up over 1,400 bets and are over 300 units. It's using correlation just like this. So instead of 4 separate things needing to happen in this game, right? Like I could potentially bet on NHL and NBA and NFL and soccer all in the same slip where these things mean nothing to each other. I'm betting in a correlated way where if the Steelers go into the fourth quarter winning, they shouldn't pass anymore, so both these things should hit. And then if Houston is able to possess the ball a lot, they should go over as well, right? And they've done this again over the past 5 games. They've been very together, very correlated. So instead of 4 separate things needing to happen, we really just need 2 things to happen, and we would cash this 10x. And this is exactly what I do in the VIP. I just send you guys, instead of 1 play a day, I give you guys 10 to 12 plays a day. So again, I can't stress this enough. Get into the VIP with this. It's completely for free. Use Bet Online. Use the code, or text me the word bet to this number on the screen right here. All right. Next play of the day is going to be right here. I'm not going to go into this as in depth. I'm not really a huge NBA bettor. I'm going to like shoot it straight. You know, I tell you guys about transparency. What I am masterful at is correlation. Okay. There's limited correlation in the NBA. There's actually no correlation at all in this particular play right here because these are completely different games. These guys are playing in completely different cities. So a play like this, I don't typically play. The only reason why I'm doing this is because we're forced to play an NBA play to get this $20 to $25 protected play. But I will tell you guys, this is a really good play still at the end of the day because John Collins, if you look across the board at every other book, his line is 19.5, okay? Let me try to find where he was. I can't find him, but I can find Champagne. So I think I can find Champagne. I don't know. I just lost him. I'm looking at the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer. Oh, here he is. Okay, so on DraftKings, on BetMGM, on Caesar Sportsbook, on Bovada, and on Fliff. Okay, so what is that? 5 other books that are billion-dollar books, right? They pour so much money into setting these lines. Champagne's line is 13.5. So 5 other books have them at 13.5. And in this game, you have to realize that these books know more than you. You could watch NBA all day, every day, but these sports books know more than you. That is why they make millions of dollars off of people that think that they know more than them. So all of these sports books are saying that his line should be 13.5. That's why I'm taking him at 12.5 to go over. John Collins, I'm doing the same thing. All these other sports books are saying that his line should be 19.5, and his line on Prizepicks right now is 18.5, so I'm taking the over. It's the same thing we did with James Harden. Even though this lost, James Harden, every book said that his line should be 9.5. We took him at 10. What happened? His line bumped about 2 hours later to 9.5 because Prizepicks realized they were off and they needed to bump him down to 9.5. Now again, James Harden came out, had a great game, and got 11 assists. At the end of the day, that happens. But if you look over the course of a month, over 3 weeks, 2 months, whatever it is, right? We're going to make money long term using this strategy, and that is all we do, right? So next play, Betr. You get 3 plays, right? This is the first play, second play, third play, right? So this is on Betr. There's a Betr discount. So I use correlation, and I also use my discounts on these other apps, Betr, Sleeper, Chalkboard. Victor Wembanyama over 35.5 points. Really like this play here. I'll get into why. And then LeBron James, this is the discount. And yeah, really, really great discount. And Betr gives discounts pretty much every single day. I have not seen a day in all of October, and we're on the 28th of October, where I have not seen a Betr discount. They have given a discount every single day. The reason being is because Betr is a smaller app than Prizepicks. So they are trying to gain market share by giving you guys promos. They're trying to get people on their app by saying, hey, look, use our app over Prizepicks because we give out way more and better promos than Prizepicks does. So all you have to do is download these apps, use my codes, put money into these apps, and you'll have these apps, and they're a swipe on your phone away from just making easy money by clicking Victor Wembanyama over points and rebounds, right? So I did find this line on the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer for Wembanyama. Let me hop in there and show you guys how I found this play. All right, you guys, so here we are on the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer. I'm under the Betr Picks tab, and again, you can see the number 1 pick on Betr right now is Victor Wembanyama over 35.5 points and rebounds. Don't make it any more complicated than it needs to be. Just take this line. If this line bumps, you can take these other 2 lines, right? We got Christian Braun, we got Dyson Daniels right here, over steals. And you know, when I get into esports, when I get into football, college football, these are things that I more have my own tactics for and use correlation for. But for the NBA, there's really no correlation. So why would I try to go out on my own when I can just use an optimizer and it'll give me the best play of the day? So we can see Wembanyama, the reason why we take him over 35.5 is there is other sports books that have him at 37.5. MGM, Caesars, BetESPN, and Fliff. You probably can't see Fliff. These 4 sports books have him at 37.5. So if 4 sports books are saying 37.5, we're able to give him at 35.5, then he's going to be somewhere in the middle, most likely, right? In the law of averages, he's likely to get probably 36, 36.5, or 37, right? That is where his line should really be set. So as easy as that, take this. Again, you can use code DETECTIVE and get 25% off of your first month on this optimizer right here. Sorry for the longer video today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the 3 plays, and hopefully you guys learned something. You know, that's a big part of this channel is I want to be transparent. I want to use correlation, teach you guys about correlation and how to be profitable, and hopefully get away from your old habits of sports betting, because those ways of sports betting, if you just go on, you're just like, hey, I know more than the sports books, that is guaranteed to lose you money long term. You know, you might have some good weeks, you might have some good days, but over the long term, you're going to go on a bad losing streak, and you're just going to, you're really going to feel lost because you don't have a strategy to stick to. That is exactly what we did last week. We had a bad couple of days last week, to be honest, but what we did, we stuck to the strategy and we had a good weekend, right? So if you have a strategy going into these, in using these plays, you're not going to be led astray, right? So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, let's hopefully hit this $25 protected play. I'd love to do that. Let's hope. And none of these plays today, DMP or anything like that. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video.